the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature Pittsburgh as they go up.
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
You know, right now for Pittsburgh, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yep, they're already been written off by a lot of people this season. I'm not ready to give up on them quite yet, but they better show me something soon.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. Horford is out there with Chandler. And there's Livingston. Then there's Dunn. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Horford. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. About a minute played so far here in the first.
And Al Horford, just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior. Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here's Horford. 14 points from him the last game against the Warriors in Oakland. And he gets the bucket.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Here is Rondo following the basket by Al Horford. Green kicks to Mirotic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Mirotic just got his first 3 points of the game.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Horford dishes to Dunn. Chandler is screen. Kicks it out to Booker. His three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Green against Booker. Green kicks to Markkanen. Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board, then right back up.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the left wing. Mirotic against Horford. Shoots over Mirotic. Here's Livingston. Durant with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 5. On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Outside Rondo, and stolen by Dunn. And even 3-on-3 break. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
And the basket by Horford.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Rondo passes to Markkanen. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can't get it to fall.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
There's the pick. Chandler is screen. Now here's Dunn. Livingston. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
We've got Durant. Rajon Rondo is out there with Green. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Mirotic in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Lets it go from 11, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Steve, so much of being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot. This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Rondo dishes to Green. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Lays it up off the glass.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Livingston with it. Chandler with the screen on Durant. Livingston kicks to Chandler. And it's done in the corner. Picked by Horford. 6 to shoot. Back to Chandler. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Here's Livingston. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. For 3, Durant. Again, Durant missing. Pittsburgh has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot that can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Well, it was Pittsburgh winning their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
They were really fortunate to come away with that victory. It wasn't their finest game, but hopefully they'll be better here in this one.
Now, here's Livingston. Horford with the screen on Durant. Livingston passes to Horford. Shot clock at 6. Livingston dishes to Booker. Here's Dunn. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Green kicks to Durant. Outside, Green. Mirotic, the screen. There's a good screen. There's the dish to Durant. Over Horford, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Booker outside, picked by Horford. Booker with it. Now Green defending. And Booker kicks to Livingston. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Livingston's got the game tied up here for Pittsburgh. Minnesota with the ball, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8 ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
From deep, Green. A second chance effort. Tie game in Minnesota. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And it was a fast pace for Minnesota at the outset. They didn't wait long to put together a 9-2 run. They were making a lot of tough plays look easy. Looking at Minnesota, and Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota? And that wraps up the halftime.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. And here are the Timberwolves. Steve Mirotic came over to the NBA. He had an immediate impact and showed a lot of promise to grow. Unfortunately, he has been stagnant since his strong rookie season. Any idea why?
Mirotic is just a bit of what you see, what you get kind of player. Not terribly consistent game to game or shot to shot. Can stretch the floor, but doesn't give you much else.
And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. We've got Booker. Livingston is out there with Horford. Then there's Dunn, and it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. Horford in the post. Mirotic is there. Can't hit from 12. Minnesota in the lead. Durant kicks to Markkanen. Dishes to Green. Mirotic the screen. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. 5 to shoot. The drive by Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got his second basket of the night.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
Livingston kicks to Dunn. Pass to Livingston. Booker in the corner. Passes to Dunn. Horford sets a screen for Dunn. And Mirotic sends it back. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. Tries again. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Dunn passes to Booker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Rondo kicks to Durant. Back to Rondo. Green, the screen. Shoots off the screen. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Green's got 4 points this quarter. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound. A point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the point guard, they getting out and sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play at his size.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And when Mirotic first came over to the NBA, he made a big splash, showed that he can act as that stretch 4 and contribute. Unfortunately, he just hasn't evolved as a player since that rookie year.
And for Mirotic, a lot of his lack, Greg, of progression as a player has come from inconsistency.
And you can see it in his field goal percentage as well as when he plays. It needs to find more consistency in every facet of the game. But young enough, I think, to still make that happen.
Outside Rondo. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That pushes it to double digits. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, how about the focus there by Markkanen? Terrific at keeping his eyes on the basket, not letting the D affect his.
We down double
And
digits.
it'll be Pittsburgh
We're
with their
shooting
first time out of the game here.
We can call
This,
timeout.
their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Horford against Mirotic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Pittsburgh shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls. And Al Horford drops them both.
And the Timberwolves, a team that is evolving how you imagine they would with Tibbs running things here. Deliberate approach on both ends of the floor and really looking to dominate the rebounding market.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And there's the feed to Chandler. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pittsburgh working the ball around. On the wing, Booker. Now, here's Dunn. He's covered by Rondo. Fires the 3. But they recover it. Horford. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, and he can really take his game outside when he wants to. Horford's got plenty of range to go along with all that work he does on the interior.
And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
Hey, come on, we got to shoot this.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Here's Dunn. Durant is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Green, and it's Rondo, and at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Livingston kicks to Chandler. Here's Horford. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Feeds it to Durant. Mirotic the screen. Steps back and fires. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Here's Livingston. Picked by Horford. Dunn dishes to Horford. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Green passes to Rondo. Now Markkanen. Here's Mirotic. Drains the 3-pointer.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Chandler is screen. And here is Dunn. Booker outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Rondo kicks to Durant. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight.
With his size and touch, Durant has all the tools to hurt you around the rim. As his man just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
Minnesota leading by 11. Green dishes to Rondo. There's the pick. Outside Durant. Mirotic up top. Shot clock at 5. Mirotic sets the screen for Green. He can't get that one. Pittsburgh trails by 11. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pace now here in the fourth. Dunn passes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Rondo kicks to Durant. Shoots over Livingston, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 13. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Mirotic.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Nikola Mirotic.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Rondo kicks to Markkanen. Now here is Mirotic. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
And Augustine kicks to Bellinelli. They set the pick from the arc. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A confident win, and one where they clearly... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, great...
33 and 12 from Durant, 30 and 18 from Mirotic, 21 and 15 from Markkanen, 18 from Green, Rondo gonna Rondo, 18 assists. Horford with 39 and 12. And that's pretty much it. Booker had an off night, only 6 shots, wow. Out from the paint, get some buckets. You win games. Outboarded them. Wow, this was a wash.
Ancora scioccato per quanto ho visto, il mio flow vi ha benedetto.